It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back to your Feel Good Breakfast Show. It's Expresso on SABC3. I think a lot of us are dying to travel, but due to COVID-19, all of our travel plans have, for the foreseeable future, been put on hold. It's been a bit derailed, but that hasn't stopped travel blogger Sharon Waugh from traveling all around the world and visiting some of the world's most well-known destinations and locations, all within the confines of her own home. And she's been recreating some of the most Instagrammable travel poses to help her followers get ready for when they can travel again. And Sharon, she's joining us this morning via Zoom. Good morning, Sharon. Morning.
Hi.
Hi, how are you doing? Oh, we're having some technical difficulties.
Sorry.
Oh, there
Can
we
you
go.
hear us now?
I had no sound, but now I can hear you, yes.
Hey,
fantastic.
awesome. So we actually have quite a cool connection because Sharon and I both work for the cruise lines, and when Sharon announced that she'll be on Expresso, so many of our ship buddies were reaching out to me like, Sharon's going to be on the show. So hello, ship friend, how are you?
It's nice to finally meet you, ship friend.
I know, and you've created such a good platform for you to still be able to travel, because I mean, obviously you have sea legs, waking up in a different country every single day, but this, what you've created now, has been such a good way to cope with not only just being able to travel, but also put yourself out there. It looks like a lot of fun. Tell us all about the blog that you created.
So yes, it was while I was working on the cruise ships. I think we even had the same job. We were both entertainment staff. But it was while I was there that I started my own travel blog. And then, yeah, when Corona happened, I needed something to write about. And so I wrote a blog about how to cope with lockdown for the travel obsessed. And I took these photos to kind of demonstrate what I was talking about when I was suggesting that people practice their travel poses. And yeah, it's gone viral in about 30 countries, which is pretty crazy. I never anticipated that happening.
That is incredible. I mean, just looking at the pictures you've recreated, some creativity, it is unbelievable. And I mean, I'm just looking, you have had the opportunity to travel to about 57 different countries. Now, I can only imagine this lockdown must have been particularly challenging for you. How's it, if I may ask, how have you been managing to cope?
Well, I mean, travel is not just my passion, it has been my livelihood. So it has been tough. But I have my health, I have a roof over my head, so I'm not complaining. I think a lot of people have it a lot worse off than me.
And how have, like, you know, just the people around you responded to this project of yours? I mean, your friends, your family, the ship family, have they been tuning in? Have they been keeping up with Sharon for the most part?
Yes, I mean, my family's been pretty useless. I thought they'd be more helpful, but I think I've had help with about 2 photos. But I think for me, and I'm totally bragging here, it's been exciting to see how strangers have responded to my pictures. Some people have taken inspiration from them and created their own like staycation photos and tagged me in it, and it's exciting to see. I also saw myself in a Russian TV insert where I think the guy was challenging their viewers to create their own staycation pictures, but then my Russian's terrible, so who knows? But it's just been exciting to see how different people from different parts of the world, and I'm totally bragging, but how they've responded to my photos.
Oh, you're allowed to brag. I mean, I'm looking at these pictures and it's just so fun. I feel like recreating some of my old travel pics. Now, I know you said your blog was all about surviving lockdown. How have you, apart from creating these fun videos, how are you keeping yourself busy and sane?
Consuming a lot of carbs. I made a couch cushion fort at the beginning, and I just hid in there for a while. I also bought one of those plastic push bikes that I drive around my flat. So we all have our ways of coping. I'd like to try cat hair felting, which is when you like take cat hair and you make little cat hats. And you make hats for cats out of their own hair. I'm sounding like a crazy person. Maybe I should stop talking.
I'm a cat lady. I've never heard of that. So
I'm just going to say, now the 2 of you can definitely sit down with something like that. But I can also just imagine that you're already planning your next trip when it's, of course, safe to travel again. 57 countries, you want to put that 58th country on the bucket list. But where is next on the map?
There are so many places I want to go. I accumulated a lot of friends in Colombia in my ship years, so I'd really like to go visit them. And then I'm dying to go to Southeast Asia. I haven't been anywhere there. And then even closer to home, like I'd like to go to the Eastern Cape. It doesn't seem like the best idea right now, but I've never seen the Bathurst pineapple, and I just feel like it's one of South Africa's most underrated landmarks, and I need to go see it. So that's definitely on the bucket list.
Oh, I love that you have local destinations in mind for your bucket list, which is always so special. I know a lot of people, when they think traveling, they just want to go abroad, but we have so much beauty to explore. So thank you, Sharon, for inspiring us to really explore and create our own landmarks at home to survive this lockdown, and all the best for you.
Thank you so much for having me.
Ah, there we go, Sharon Wall, sharing her unique story with us. And if you perhaps have an interesting travel photo that you would love to recreate, why don't you share it with us on the Expresso social media pages? We're on Facebook, Instagram, as well as Twitter, and you can find us at Expresso Show.